As Shedeur Sanders approaches the 2025 NFL Draft, he is expected to be a top quarterback prospect. Now gearing up for his senior season at the University of Colorado, he's likely tired of hearing that his success is only due to his father, Deion Sanders, aka Coach Prime. After a challenging 4-8 season, this upcoming year will be crucial in determining if he's ready to play in the NFL. But how he got to this point is pretty interesting. Shedeur Sanders was born on February 7th, 2002 in Tyler, Texas. Growing up in the Sanders household, Shedeur was exposed to an environment that would shape the rest of his life, largely due to his Hall of Fame father, Deion Sanders. Deion's tough love mixed with insightful coaching laid a strong foundation for Shedeur's future in the sport. Being raised in a family where athleticism was highly valued, Shedeur had the opportunity to learn from the best. Deion's approach to parenting and coaching was rigorous to say the least. This competitive environment encouraged Shedeur to strive for excellence both on and off the field. Shedeur said, and I quote, "We had everything we could ask for," in an interview with Cam Newton while talking about his childhood. At one point, they even moved across town in more of a middle-class area, and this was a humbling experience for Shedeur and the family. Shedeur attended Trinity Christian High School in Cedar Hill, Texas, where his father served as the offensive coordinator. This unique father-son dynamic played a significant role in shaping Shedeur's high school experience. Under Deion's guidance, Shedeur developed a deep understanding of football from a strategic standpoint, learning to read defenses and make quick decisions on the field. During his high school career, Shedeur demonstrated exceptional talent and leadership, which reflected his outstanding performance playing against some of the top competition in the country. In over his 4 years at Trinity Christian, he passed for over 12,500 yards and 166 touchdowns, proving that he was one of the top quarterbacks in the nation. His performance earned him a 4-star prospect rating. He initially committed to Florida Atlantic University, but Shedeur decided to follow his father at Jackson State University after Deion Sanders was named the head coach.
With his commitment to the Tigers, Shedeur, a 4-star rated quarterback, became the highest rated recruit to ever commit to JSU out of high school.
As a freshman, Shedeur Sanders enrolled at JSU in January 2021, though he was ineligible to play during that short spring season due to the 2019 lockdowns. He quickly made an impact after being named the starting quarterback for the fall season, but this was only the beginning. In his debut season, Shedeur passed for 3,231 yards and 30 touchdowns, leading JSU to an 11-2 record. His performance earned him the South Athletic Conference Freshman of the Year award and the Jerry Rice Award, given to the best freshman in the Football Championship Subdivision, or the FCS. Shedeur was the first player from a historically black college to receive this award. One of the standout performances his freshman year was the ability to lead come-from-behind victories. His performance against Southern University, where he threw 259 yards and 4 touchdowns, was a testament to, might I say, his clutchness. Building on his successful freshman year, Shedeur Sanders continued to impress during his sophomore season. He completed 70% of his passes with 3,732 yards and 40 touchdowns. His performance solidified him as one of the top quarterbacks in the FCS and earned him the SWAC Offensive Player of the Year and the Deacon Jones Trophy Award to the nation's top HBCU player. One of the most memorable games of his sophomore year was probably against Florida A&M, where Shedeur completed 29 of 33 passes for 323 yards and 5 touchdowns. Following the 2022 Celebration Bowl, where JSU faced South Carolina State, Shedeur entered the NCAA transfer portal, setting the stage for the next chapter at Colorado.
Coach Deion Sanders had his introductory press conference today from Colorado, and he wasted no time announcing that his son, Shedeur Sanders, would be playing quarterback for the Buffaloes.
In December of 2022, Shedeur Sanders announced his transfer to the University of Colorado, joining his father, Deion Sanders, who would take on the role of the head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes. This move generated significant buzz in the college football world, as it brought the dynamic father and son duo to a Power 5 conference, raising the expectations for Shedeur and the Colorado program.
We got a few positions already taken care of because I'm bringing my luggage with me, and it's Louis.
Shador was immediately named the starting quarterback for the 2023 season, and his debut game for Colorado was historic as he led the Buffaloes to a 45-42 victory over the 17th ranked TCU. In this game, Shedeur completed 38 of 47 pass attempts for a Colorado school record, 510 yards and 4 touchdowns. It's no surprise that the 2023 season wasn't much of a success. Shedeur faced significant challenges, especially with the protection of his offensive line. Despite being the most sacked quarterback of the FBS level, he finished the season with 3,230 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions. This performance earned him the Pac-12 Newcomer of the Year award. So as Shedeur Sanders heads into his senior season at Colorado, expectations are high. He's one of the most talked about prospects for the 2025 NFL Draft, with analysts and scouts eager to see how he continues to develop. I'm particularly interested in seeing improvements in specific areas, such as decision making under pressure. But what do NFL scouts have to say about him? Well, some strengths is that he has a high football IQ pre-snap. He's twitching the pocket with a torque to rip it quickly when the pocket condenses. Ball security is a major plus, consistently posting an elite TD to interception ratio throughout his collegiate career. He processes plays quickly post-snap, working full field, reads and finds his outlet when needed. And he also keeps his eyes downfield under duress, showing poise when bodies are around him. But of course, there are definitely areas of improvement. Shedeur Sanders says, and I quote, "I would definitely say, one, really just working on footwork and everything, and rhythm, knowing the pre-snap, knowing actually post-snap reality of what's going to happen. Scouts say that he lacks elite escapability, limiting his ceiling as a dual threat option, and that he can be a bit late pulling the trigger on bang-bang plays over the middle, particularly against pattern match coverages. His lower half mechanics need some improvement, with a tendency to lock out his front leg, which affects his base and throw consistency. And another downside to his game is that in the past he's just taken too many coverage sacks. I think Shedeur Sanders projects as a high potential quarterback prospect with the tools to develop into a franchise player. In an interview this year, Shedeur Sanders explained his decision to return to Colorado instead of entering the 2024 NFL Draft. Sanders emphasized that there were areas of his game that he needed improvement before he felt like he was ready for the NFL. He mentioned that another year in college would provide him more time to grow and develop as a player. He wanted to ensure that he was fully prepared before making the jump into professional football, which I respect. As he approaches the 2025 NFL Draft, he's expected to be a top prospect, that's no surprise. While he may not be viewed as the top overall pick, he is considered a solid prospect and the potential to develop into a successful NFL quarterback. Analysts have compared him to Carson Beck, noting that while he may not be a traditional playmaker, he still has talent, skills, and leadership qualities to succeed at the professional level. So many scouts are still waiting to see how Shedeur performs in his senior year, as it'll probably provide a clear picture of his readiness for the NFL. And I think this quote sums up Shedeur's career pretty well. He says, "Never compare your journey to others, as everyone's path is unique, and his path has definitely been unique." Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.